Welcome, Taurus. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I'm getting ready to do a reading for you. This is under the resonance of the full moon in Aquarius, so we're still feeling this really powerful energy that is punctuated by Lionsgate opening, which is a number of intense planetary alignments, Sun, Moon, and the star of Sirius, forming a number of profound astrological aspects. But the one that is capturing my attention is the humble planet Mercury that is still retrograding and will be going direct in a couple of days. This continues to move. Mercury continues over its shadow period, which is the degrees that it just retrograded backwards into, and now moving direct over that same number of degrees is extending the opportunity we have to process the incredible changes that we are experiencing internally and vis-a-vis the world. Your energy, overall energy, Taurus, is the Priestess of Columns, or this is the Queen of Wands. This is powerful, passionate energy. You know what you want, and you are determined to achieve that. Others know this. Others pick up on this. This is a very magnetic energy that you are exuding to all. People will follow you anywhere. They're inspired by you and motivated. So this is a great time for you to be orchestrating a variety of projects that are dear to your heart, that are important to you. This can even be around community efforts, family efforts, home efforts, certainly relevant to your community or your job. But you are clear on the outcome and you're determined to achieve that. Such powerful magnetic energy. Underneath the deck, the Three of Columns, the Three of Wands, means that you have been putting together, orchestrating something that is important to you, a project, a new business, something you're building. This can be a renovation. The Three of Columns talks about the way that you're setting up a project, getting information, perhaps setting up, looking for others you can work with, networking to extend your contacts, looking at other projects, or perhaps receiving bids on something that you want to achieve. So you're setting up a kind of perfect opportunity for something to be accomplished. And naturally, you're a little bit anxious and excited about the information you're getting and the plan that is evolving from that. From the Crystal Oracle, I pulled the Azurite. And the key word is expanded awareness. My awareness is expanding with an abundance of clarity. And this feels very much like the actions that you are taking here are increasing your awareness of your power and your ability to achieve something. You're understanding that you are part of a much bigger world and that you are an active agent in that much larger world. And this is a result of your own efforts to grow, to get yourself out there into the world, to go to unfamiliar places. I want to invite you into this meditation, Taurus. I'm aware that this reading is general and isn't going to resonate for all of you. If you find yourself stuck, uncomfortable, arguing with this, not finding the resonance that is available to you, simply you have my blessings to check your other placements to find messages that will resonate. In your present energy, we have the Chariot. The Chariot, one of my favorite cards. I love this deck with all the beautiful monuments and sculptures, architectural feats that are displayed, including these ferocious animals that are leading the chariot, almost unleashed. It looks like this chariot, rather than two sphinxed, is four lioned. And the composure that shows such control that would be necessary in order to drive a chariot, right? A two-wheeler, over not highways either. This is about your self-acceptance of the power you have. And that self-acceptance is not pride. It's not um, arrogance. It is the clear focus on achieving your goal. It is not distracted. It looks neither one way or another. There's no call that pulls his attention away from the work that requires constant adjustment and shifting. You would have to be an athlete to actually maneuver a chariot in the days of old, whenever they used those things, because it took so much physical skill and control to hold and direct animals moving forward. So this is what shows on the face of the Sphinx, right? The Sphinx: knowledge, power, purpose. This is the energy that you are exuding at this moment. I know who I am, and I know what I want, and I'm going to achieve. I am going to be successful. In the past, the goddess of wings this is the queen of, no, I'm sorry, this is the king of swords. This is wonderful energy because it appears to me that you have been spending a lot of time exposing yourself to new ideas, engaging it with new ideas, new skills with others. The swords trades in words and language. So this can be new educational programs, classes, courses that you're taking, ways that you're questing. You want your curiosity satisfied. And the more expansive you allow yourself to be, the more engaged and empowered you begin to understand you are. This is a part of the work that you have been building over some time now, to be a part of a much larger world. And that's a message that keeps coming. You're part of a much larger world, and you are an agent in that world with power to impact others, to create things. In the future, the World card. This is all about you finishing up a cycle, completing something. This is a journey you've been on for a while. This often relates to career, professional success, but you have come to the end of a successful journey, and you recognize that the things you've learned along that path have prepared you for a new journey, a new transition that you're getting ready to move into. You may already have closed out this cycle and are on a new path. But this indicates that the closure takes time. What you've learned, whenever we learn lessons from the past, it can take a minute to appreciate what we learn, not just about the particular skills or people or field of activity that we were engaged in, but what we learned about ourselves. And this means that what you learn about yourself, you're ready to let that go and move to another level, to engage this in a more sophisticated way, a more complicated way, in a way that acknowledges that you are not a victim, you are not helpless, you are powerful, you are impactful, and that you can achieve your desires, whatever they are. Again, if this reading is resonating for you, I would appreciate your likes and your subscribes to my channel, Pacific Tarot. It's important to me that more people appreciate my readings, and I thank you to all of you who do support me in all the ways that you do. I'm going to clarify here the chariot of the chariot. And, oh, so many things fell out. I'm going to do that again. So I think that's a couple of cards. It's the Fool and Justice. Quite powerful. I think there's a little bit of similarity here with the Leo reading. I do believe that you have really reviewed your past. It can be a particular past situation. It more likely revolves around family or work, but it can have to do with any challenge that you faced. This feels as though you have felt yourself to be powerless when it came to your choices in work or relationship, that you uh, chose with all of the hope of being included in something that you believed was for you. But what you experienced was a lot of oppression, and there was some part of you that could not speak up or engage in what you really wanted. Because as you went through this experience in the past, you began to learn that what you thought you wanted really wasn't for you. Whatever that means to you. If that means that it really didn't resonate with you, it was rejecting you at some level. And so you have come to a place where you realize that you needed to come and approach those things that were authentic to who you are, not the things that you were told to want, the things you thought you should want, or the things that look good. So here you are coming through a place where you're seeking balance, harmony. You're realizing that every action has a reaction, a consequence, and you're more mindful about the harmony and balance you wish to achieve. So this is about recognizing equitable relationships, equitable environments, or offers, opportunities, contracts. The Fool, on the other hand, and this is coming out of this powerful desire to achieve something, you have really come to have faith in who you are, really come to believe that you are all that you ever wanted to be. And it's really more about your curiosity and recognition of that fact that is moving you forward, motivating you forward. You realize that you're just on a path to grow and explore the world, and the destination is a lot less important to you than you once thought it was. You want to enjoy your life. You want to be in the world and explore it. And this may be a quite significant shift from the path that you've been on. So this, I don't mean to underline this. This is major. This is a major transformation that you're experiencing, where you are opening up to all kinds of alternatives, all kinds of possibilities, ways to express yourself that you formerly were unaware of. The Goddess of Wings, or the King of Swords here is, well, there's one and here's two. Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. I love this. You definitely open yourself to a new path of growth in the past as the result of your openness, your curiosity, your desire to look at and entertain new ideas, new people, new ways of doing things. And that was a divergent approach from your approach previously. You began to see the world as an opportunity, almost like a giant school, a giant laboratory, where you could pursue what inspired you rather than something that was plotted or planned. However, you have done the work. You have done the work to improve upon yourself, to develop yourself. You've begun that process of self-development that is what prepares you for opportunities for success. And this self-development, you understand, it's not just about matching the outer world with the you that is growing and developing. This is about recognizing that what is inside of you is what you're experiencing out in the world. So as you develop more clarity, you work hard at what you believe is right for you. You develop your craft, your product, your message, your business, your relationship with self. This is the work that you have been doing that has prepared you to open up to new ideas and undertake the work to learn new things, to understand new ideas, understanding that learning is work. And yet, you're on a glorious path of truly following your heart, your inspiration. I don't want to cover up any of these beautiful cards. And in the future, the World card is clarified. One more, please. The Four of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. It's interesting because this closure that you are experiencing, and you've been experiencing this closure for a while. Closures take time. This closure can be the summation of an entire lifestyle that you've lived up until now. It can be the closing of a professional path or a work life. But you're approaching that with positively. This idea that you are not sure. You've reached the limits of what you know. As you're growing and you're exposing yourself to more and more, you now realize the limitations of what you know. And this is powerful. I believe this is important because this helps us to detach ourselves from our feelings about things, our feelings about what we think we desire, what we want. And it helps us to be curious, to take notes, to witness our experiences, witness your reality from a detached perspective. Allow yourself to consider, watch, take notes, see how other people do it. As you're exposing yourself to new ideas, really being diligent in being truly receptive to new ideas. Doesn't mean you have to accept or like or learn thoroughly everything you're exposing yourself to. It means that you have to consider a different perspective. This is part of understanding your impact on other people. And then also, we have this place in you where you understand you have created a foundation for yourself. That foundation comes out of a past. It can be a past that has been very challenging, has been very full of obstacles that you've had to navigate yourself through. However, you're holding on to what's valuable about that. You're understanding you've established a foundation, and from this foundation, everything can grow. So this is your desire, Taurian deer, for safety and security of all signs. You are one that really craves the protection, the comfort of your home, your inner sanctum, to be safe because of your big heart. Your pursuit of beauty and harmony can take you all over the place, and you really are prize that anchor in the real world, that reality, that way that you take care of your body, your home. All the details of that reassure you of some kind of stability in the world. So you're definitely on to new adventures with such a much more expanded idea of who you are. And I'm going to finish this reading with something from the seed and sickle. And what pulled out? Two came flipped out. And the mistletoe is upside down. I'm not going to take that. I'll take chamomile. Number 49, which reduces to number 13, which reduces to a 4. Now, 13 is the number of the death card, and The Death card really should be called the Rebirth card. It's really about a transformation that I believe you are experiencing in spades. Huge transformation, and this is in response to the times we're living in, which is so appropriate. It feels like you are a player in some of the big changes in the world. Chamomile reads. Chamomile is a great companion plant to grow in your garden, protecting other plants from pests with the scent of its flowers and the antibacterial properties of its leaves. It's particularly fond of herbs such as mint and even improves their taste and fragrance when in close proximity. This card is encouraging you to lean on a strong existing relationship that has provided support and companionship in the past, or it may be suggesting that there's a new one on the horizon. Who inspires you to be the best you can be? Who do you rely on and trust the most? Who are you grateful for above all others? You will be hearing from them soon. I love this. If you've enjoyed this content, Taurus, check out more content here. Thank you for your likes and subscribes. Until next time, namaste.